Today we're building LEGO Speed Champions set 77249, the Williams Racing FW46 F1 race car. This set comes with 263 pieces and retails in the US for $26.99. We'll see how this one is any different from the others. Let's get started. This is LEGO Speed Champions set 77249, the Williams Racing FW46 car. This set has 263 pieces and retails in US for $26.99. This is one of the many new Formula One cars that has been released for LEGO Speed Champions in 2025. I did build a couple of the other ones so far. This is another, interesting F1 car. Obviously, I think it's really just branded like many of the other cars, branded for the particular F1 team. In this case, Williams Racing. So the set comes with one minifigure, and it's a female minifigure. It has a helmet, the helmet, and then there's also you can put the hairpiece on as well. The car itself, I find, again, like it's many of the other cars that LEGO's made so far this year. There are, as I'll show you in a minute, quite a few stickers on this set. But basically, you build the set around the base, and then you kind of build around the middle, the back, and then the front of the car. It's pretty much all the dark blue color. There's a little light blue here in the front for the front of the car, and then there's printed wheels on each side. Then, of course, there's a logo for Williams, and then a couple of stickers here for Duracell and the other sets. And just like the others, there's a cover up here for the seat. There's also a printed steering wheel, like all the other F1 cars have, for the cockpit there. And yeah, that's pretty much it. There's really, the build was, interesting. I think you kind of build out some interesting elements here off to the side, and the side of the car here. But it's obviously very repetitive. You build one side and then you build the other, and you kind of go from there. So I wouldn't say there's anything special or really different about many of the other cars compared to many of the other cars that have been built with this F1 line so far this year. Just briefly taking a look at the manual. Of course, the picture here in the front of the driver and the front of the car. There is a little talks again, just like the other cars. It talks about the LEGO version, and then it talks a little bit about the F1 team, founded in 1997, and then it gets right into the build. Just like the other builds, you build, 2 bags at a time. There's 6 bags, and then you kind of go from there. So again, there's really nothing different about the build in terms of that. So the sticker sheet, again, there are quite a few stickers here. Did take some time, as you probably saw. There's not a lot of printed pieces. The only printed pieces are here in the front, the wheels, and the steering wheel. Those are the only printed pieces. Everything else is stickers. So again, it did take some time to put the car together. Just the stickers alone did take a little more time than usual. So compared to the other sets, as I said, it's very similar to building the other sets. I think LEGO's kind of put together a sort of collection in some sense for anyone who's a LEGO Speed Champions or F1 fan. The idea is to build them all and put them all on display. So it definitely achieves that. But so if you're a F1 fan, LEGO Speed Champions fan, you'll enjoy building this. I wouldn't say that it was anything special other than the colors, that are really different about the car. But again, for the price point, it's on par with, what you get with the other cars. So, but there are quite many of these LEGO Speed Champions F1 cars. So you have to kind of be devoted to building them all. So I hope that you enjoyed this build. And if you did, I'd appreciate you clicking on like and subscribe. And once again, I appreciate your support, and thanks for watching.